I decided to take the dogs out before it gets too hot. It's 10 to 9 and it's 18 degrees, so I think it's just about all right for them both, but any hotter, and I think it would have to be an indoor day. But look, Ava's wearing her new collar. I got this from Winter Park in Florida. I think that goes nicely with her black fur, a black collar with little daisies. Come on in. I'm not expecting it to last long. She'll roll in poo the first opportunity she gets, or mud, and it'll all get muddy. But at least with those ones, you can chuck them in the, I was going to say dishwasher, washing machine. Don't know if you can see, but there's so many butterflies. They're everywhere. Right, dogs walked. Joel showered and changed. I'm just putting you on the windowsill. I went to the biggest Waterstones in the country yesterday in London Piccadilly. And when I tell you I could have spent hours in there, me and Keegan had a browse. Keegan really wanted to go and explore. So we did. Keegan actually only got one book. I was going to get 4 and then decided to get 3. But I also bought this tote bag that says, I'm a booktrovert. So I'm very pleased with that. This is what Keegan bought. The Dragon Bone chair. Apparently it's a classic. Inspired Game of Thrones, apparently. The first one that I saw and then made a beeline for was this, A Dance of Lies. This was recommended by my friend Kayla. You might follow her online. She's called Kayla's Books. She talks about fantasy books a lot. Well, all books, really. She's been really enjoying this. I messaged her to say you've influenced me, and she was like, oh no, don't judge me if you hate it. And that's the bad thing about when you recommend books. I don't know if you guys have this when you recommend a book to a friend. The pressure. The same with the TV show or film. You're like, what if they hate it? But I read the blurb and I really like the sound of it. It's basically, as far as I can remember, because I don't like reading blurbs to you guys, because I think that that's quite boring. You can always go and Google it and read the blurb for yourself. But it's about a girl who was a dancer and she got imprisoned by the king, I think, for dancing too much. I don't know, for years. And then he hires her to go and sort of seduce other people to work for him, basically. And it's actually, I had an idea for a novel, a fantasy novel, and it actually feels like similar vibes. Obviously not exactly the same, but I was like, oh, I'm going to read this for like inspiration. It's an idea that I haven't, fully formed in my head yet, but I was like, oh, it deals with similar themes. So I was like, let me read that. But look at this beautiful cover, and it's signed by the author as well. Got a little signature in there. So that's good. I'm really excited to read that one. I might chase that forward on my to-be-read pile and, make it my next read. Then, if you've been watching my Florida vlogs, I was reading The Household by Stacey Halls. This is Mrs. England by Stacey Halls. And I just thought I'd give it a go. It's set in West Yorkshire, whereas The Household was set in London. So this is set where I live, in West Yorkshire. And it's about a woman who takes a housekeeping role in the England's house, Mr. and Mrs. England. But things are not all what they seem. It's basically a bit of a historical thriller. So I'm really excited to read that. And I hope Stacey Halls is not a one-hit wonder for me, where it's like you love one of their books, but not the other. So that was my next one. And then I picked this. I've never heard of this author before. Leanne Dillsworth, The House of Shades. This is a blurb that leaves a lot to the imagination. Basically, it's about a doctress, so a female doctor in the 1800s. She gets told to move in with this family, to move location, leave her husband behind and move in with this family. And if she can cure the sick family member, she will get like payments beyond her dreams. But she soon discovers things are not all what they seem. It says she needs to unearth secrets that have lain hidden for decades, including one that will leave her own life changed forever. So that sounds gripping. I love that. And I don't know if I've told you guys, but I'm loving historical fiction at the minute. I think because I like fantasy and I like going into a completely different world, historical fiction feels like that for me because I love the past. You guys know this. I'm obsessed with the past. I love old things, old buildings, and it feels like fantasy. Because living in my brain in these books, I'm living in, 1904 in this one and 1833 in this one. That feels like fantasy because it doesn't exist to me because it's so many years ago. So I like that. If you are a fantasy reader, try reading some historical fiction, particularly like historical thrillers, because then you get the thrill of lots of fantasy novels, like high stakes and high drama. But it's just set in a historical time period. But anyway, I restrained myself buying those 3. There was a dark horror fantasy that I wanted to buy, I wanted to try. It's set in medieval times. It was about a castle that was under siege and these witches come and they protect the castle, but then stuff happens. And I was like, this really intrigues me, and I do like medieval stuff as well. So I was like, but it was a risk. So I decided to add it to my to be read list. It was only in hardback, which, as you know, hardbacks are more expensive than paperbacks. So I was like, I'm going to wait until it's out in paperback, or I might get it from the library. I'm not sure. Anyway, those are my book purchases. Okay, enough with the fun and frivolity. Letters. I don't care if you see the address anymore, because I don't live there and I'm selling it. All of these letters are for either me or me and Lucy, the homeowner. I'm hoping they're junk, but I thought, let's just make a coffee, let's sit outside, and let's de-stress, because this business, guys, is stressing me out. So I'm not willing to get stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I hate that saying. In the garden, got the coffee. We're not going to get stressed. We're not going to get stressed. Hopefully it's all junk mail. It might be. When anything's addressed to the homeowner, I'm like, you don't know who I am, therefore it must be junk. I have no idea how old these are either, because the tenants just gathered them and put them in the corner of the house, which is fine. An estate agent. Great, junk. Another estate agent. Junk. Oh, Vision Express. I don't live there anymore, hun. It's probably a reminder for my appointment. Your eye test is overdue. Well, I don't live in Putney anymore, so. Joel Wood, private and confidential. What's this going to be? Another estate agent. Estate agent. These are all people vying for our business. Estate agent. No thanks. From Transport for London. We're lowering the speed limits in Wandsworth. Great. Estate agent. Can you guess it? Estate agent. Estate agent. Estate agent. And estate agent. All this waste from marketing from estate agents. Think of the waste, the money, the fossil fuels. Thank goodness there wasn't an unexpected bill. I'm thrilled. Good morning, guys. Today is the day I have my photo shoot. Got a photographer coming to my house. We're going to have photos in the house, outside the house, on a dog walk. We were going to head into my town centre and take photos there, but I don't think we're going to have time. So we're going to prioritise the house ones. They don't come for about an hour and 45 minutes. But I'm worrying because I hate having my photo taken. I hate it, which I know is funny because I put myself on the internet. But I think video and photos are so different. I would much prefer being videoed than being photographed. So I've just gotten out of my wardrobe all of my plain t-shirts because I'm not allowed to have any logos or brands on them. So I'm going to go through those in a bit and just decide which ones that I want to wear. I'm thinking of starting with this faded pink one. I probably should avoid boring colours like grey and brown, but I don't know. I like those colours. Right, he should be here in 10 minutes. I'm just doing some work. I'm so nervous. I've had too many coffees, for one. But for two, like I said, I just get so nervous about this sort of thing. I don't like having my photos taken, but I want them to look nice. So hopefully they will. We'll see. This is my first outfit. Nice pink t-shirt. And my tan looks good, I suppose, but can't think straight. Right, shoot done. It was good. The photographer was really, really nice. Put me at ease. And we had a lovely old time. Sorry, I'm resting you against the plant pot. That's what this is. Yeah, we got some shots in the living room with me, different headshots. And then we got some me leaning on the doorway to the house, because this is for an article about moving up north. We got some on a dog walk, but it's really hot. So Ava was overheating in the heat. So we did that quickly. And then Keegan came home, and then we got some couple shots with the dogs as well. So very good, a full 2 hours. I'm tired now. I don't have much stamina, clearly, but I'm just checking because I got some event photographs over from the ITV event we went to yesterday. They've sent those over, so I'm just going to have a look through the pics and see what they're like. There we are. Oh, that's actually a very nice photo, and we're actually matching. Come for a little walk to get my steps up. Oh, especially whilst the house is finishing being cleaned, while Sandra's still there. I call in my accent, I say Sandra, but when I'm talking to Sandra, or if she can hear me say her name, like if I'm, like today I introduced the photographer to her, I called her Sandra. because that's how she pronounced her name up north. So, but now it's sort of stemmed into me calling her Sandra, even though I would say Sandra. Never mind. But yeah, while Sandra is cleaning, I don't like filming in the house. I get embarrassed, which is ridiculous because I'm happy to post videos to hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of people. I mean, in a month, this month, I think I've had 18 million views on Instagram, which is insane. And I can't cope with filming in front of one person. But never mind. So I thought I'd make the most of it, get my steps up. I've got to pick the kids up later because Keegan's busy in meetings all day. So I've agreed to go and pick the kids up on his behalf. The busyness is not stopping, guys. I've got a work event tomorrow, which is going to be a really fun one. It's an event with Bloomsbury publishers, which is very exciting. They're hosting a garden party up north. For once, an event up north. It's in Harrogate, which is beautiful, I've heard. I've sort of driven through it and it is beautiful, but I've always wanted to explore. But yet again, I won't be able to because I'm going to a farmhouse for a garden party to celebrate the launch of some of their newest summer books, which is going to be really, really fun. I'm going with my friend Cherry. She's also been invited. So she's going to drive to mine tomorrow morning and then I'm going to drive us to Harrogate. I think it's only about 4 hours. And then Monday, we are getting the train up to Edinburgh because we've had a last minute job come in for me and Keegan. So yeah, we've got a filming job. I'll tell you more about it another time, but we're staying in Edinburgh Monday to Tuesday, in Edinburgh all day Tuesday, then train back in the evening. Wednesday, I've got a meeting with one of my favourite authors. And then we're going to a Pride launch event in Leeds for Leeds Pride. I believe Thursday, our friends / employee, I suppose, Harry and his partner Johan are coming up north to help Keegan with his work. And I need them to help me with some photos. Photo shoots everywhere, guys. Friday, I think I've got off, which is very nice. Saturday, we've got Keegan's family fun day event. It's his GMC, his company GMC are having like a social day. Everyone's going to go for a picnic at a place called Burnsall. I think I've taken you there before, where you can jump in the river. So that'll be nice. Sunday is actual Leeds Pride and we're going to be marching in the parade with Halifax Bank, which is very exciting, with our friends Mark and David. Monday, I have a YouTube panel where I'm giving some advice to some American creators on YouTube. Tuesday, I have a meeting with my social media coach, followed by a meeting with someone for my sitcom, which is very exciting. And then 2 days later after that, we head to London because we're flying to Athens to go on a 7-day Mediterranean cruise for our friend's birthday. So it's jam-packed and I'm secretly loving being busy, guys. I absolutely love it, but I am also shattered. So at least the cruise is like the end point. I'm not going to be vlogging the cruise. I'm not really going to be doing any online content. I've worked with Virgin Voyages in the past. This one isn't work. This is fully paid for by ourselves. So I'm going to, oh, fly just flew in my mouth. So I'm going to fully take the time off and I'm so excited for it. I can't remember the last time I went on holiday and didn't vlog it. Don't get me wrong, it's not the hardest job in the world, but it does mean you're still thinking, you're still in work mode, really. So I'm really looking forward to not working at all and taking the full time off. Good morning, guys. It's Saturday. Today is the day I'm going to this bookish event with Bloomsbury Publishing. And what a day to do that, guys, because I woke up this morning to Sarah J Maas, the author of my favourite series, well, second favourite series, ACOTAR. ACOTAR 6 is finished. The draft is finished. She posted on her Instagram. I know some of you don't read books and not into books, you won't understand the significance, but any of you that do, this is huge. She's been silent for so long. Everyone's been expecting the book like months ago to be published. So the fact that nothing's happened, we're like, what's going on? And then she's just posted a very short reel on Instagram of her shutting a notebook that says ACOTAR 6. We're not sure what else. It might say ACOTAR 6 to 8. It might say ACOTAR 6 with an arrow. We're not sure. Anyway, with that, with her shutting her laptop and with popping champagne. So it's obviously done. It was posted at like 1 a.m. UK time. So I've been asleep in this bed whilst this news has been out in the world. So I feel late to the party. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I've missed out. So I've just been catching up. I've just filmed an excited, reel about it and posted it on Instagram. Everyone's going crazy. But anyway, what a day to go and talk to Bloomsbury, because they're the publishers of this series, so I cannot wait. However, it is a very hot day. We've shut the blinds because we want to keep the sun out of our bedroom. I'm worried I'm going to sweat. So the dress code is as garden party chic, but they were like, that's, you know, a suggestion, not a rule. Come how you feel comfortable. I'm worried I'm going to be sweating through my clothes because it's a garden party and there's not going to be AC there. So anyway, all I can do is what I can do, but my friend Cherry's arriving in about 40 minutes, so I need to get changed and beautify myself and get ready. So my friend Cherry and I were invited to a very fancy garden party by Bloomsbury Publishing. I know, they call it Bloomsbury Creator Circle. I call it, how did I sneak into such a bougie event? It was at this stunning listed farmhouse in Harrogate, and I genuinely considered moving in. It's actually the house I'm looking for. Anyway, we mingled, we networked, we had a lovely time, met some really cool people. It was literally the dream to spend an afternoon surrounded by bookish people doing bookish things. Lunch was cooked by an actual private chef called Molly. So shout out to Molly, who made the food so good. We then got really artsy, which is not my thing, guys. I'm not very good. We painted proof copies of 7 Deadly Thorns, which I'm dying to read, and actually got distracted and did start reading. Where to start? I get so overwhelmed. Emphasis on the deadly, guys, yeah, because mine looks like a crime scene. I'm decided to go with like outside the lines because abstract. It's literally what happens when you give a toddler watercolours and zero supervision. Anyway, we wrapped up with a lovely chat with Becky Jane Crossley, whose debut novel Tart comes out in August. She's amazing, the book sounds brilliant, and I got mine signed as well while she got attacked by a wasp. Then, as if it couldn't get any better, I got to take home my own bouquet of flowers, which I made myself, plus some new releases and proof advanced copies of books which haven't been released yet. Literally my favourite day, apart from the croquet. I wasn't very good at it. 10 out of 10 would do again, so thank you Bloomsbury for having me. That looks fun. So it should be parked over here. Well, here we are. 2 single beds. Brian Cox right above our heads.
And it's an XT.
Oh, I want one. We have arrived in Scotland. We're on a whirlwind trip to Scotland. We've had a lovely train journey all the way up here. It was actually beautiful, going by the sea. We saw a castle.
There was no Wi-Fi.
There was no Wi-Fi. Keegan's fuming because he was going to get work done. It was a 3-hour train. He was going to get work done. The Wi-Fi didn't work.
And Joel didn't get forks for M&S salad.
Yeah, I've still got a salad in my bag. So Keegan ate his with a spoon, a wooden spoon. Anyway, we've arrived in Scotland. Basically, we didn't really want to travel much more because the last 6 weeks has been ridiculous. Because we're twins. You copied me with that t-shirt. I'm sat right on the crack. And I'm still holding my tonic tea cake. Anyway, we didn't really want to travel. A work opportunity came up that brings us to Edinburgh. And we're, oh, your belly's out. We were, it's a really, really fun job. Basically, we're here doing a bit of, right, I've fallen through the bed. We were contacted by Lad Bible, who were like, would you guys like to come and do a whiskey tasting experience? And we're going to film it.
We're basically being actors.
We're basically being actors and models. They're filming everything, editing everything. It doesn't even go on our social media. It just goes on theirs.
So we're literally actors.
Brilliant. So we're literally actors for the day. We've been given a call sheet. There's a whole team arriving today. So we couldn't turn it down, and it will be really fun. So,
and we're getting paid.
And we're getting paid. So yeah, that's the main thing. That's why we're
doing it.
That's why we're doing it. But yeah, it's just been a whirlwind, like 6 weeks, like as I keep saying. Yes. And so this was adding yet more in.
Like 8 weeks, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been relentless, but it has been fun. I like being busy. So when I'm talking about it, I'm not necessarily complaining. It's just like, it is tiring. I didn't realise being busy was actually hard work. It's hard working and tonics tea cake. If you don't know what this is, I used to have these for dessert as a kid.
It's marshmallow.
It's like a biscuit on the bottom, marshmallow on the top, no jam.
It has jam in it?
No, it doesn't. It does not have jam in it. Some do, not the tonics. As a kid, I used to bite all the chocolate off and then eat the marshmallow and then eat the biscuit at the bottom.
Did you do that with wagon wheels as well?
Mm-hmm. Wagon wheels have jam in it.
What jammy wagon wheels have jam? Regular ones though.
Mm-hmm. What's the plan now?
I mean, I do need to do some work.
No, Keegan. I love Edinburgh. Edinburgh is like my favourite city in the world that I've been to. I haven't been to every city in the world. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And we were getting a taxi here and I was like, I just want to see everything. I want to explore, even though I've been here many times. Anyway, over and out. Look how stunning Edinburgh is. So this is our hotel, the Angel Share. Ah, Scottish buildings are the best. So, as we come around this corner, you'll see Edinburgh Castle. So if you've been following this channel for a long time, you know that every year me and Keegan come to Edinburgh in August to go to the Edinburgh Fringe, but we're not going this year.
Is that where we're doing the thing?
That's where we're doing the thing. That's who we're working with, Johnny Walker. The hotel's literally right next door. Oh, they've got their own clothing as well.
Camp.
That is camp.
See, that's the nice hotel.
Oh, Caledonian. Lovely.
That's where you want to stay. That's where it is.
Oh, Ian McKellen. McKelka. Edinburgh Castle's behind this church. You can't quite see it. But yeah, we're not coming. But Edinburgh Fringe Festival starts in 2 weeks. But it's weird to be in Edinburgh with the Fringe not on, isn't it?
Well, we've only ever been when the Fringe has been on, so...
Yeah. I've been a couple of times when the Fringe hasn't been on, but...
I mean, together.
Together, yeah. It feels weird not to see any shows.
Yeah.
Here's Edinburgh. It's very beautiful.
It is, isn't it, Keegan?
So beautiful.
Oh, look, they've set up ready for the, what's it called? Tattoo.
They don't take it down, Joe.
Didn't they? Didn't they?
They didn't take it down.
Get down. Alright, come to Wagamama. Keegan's gone for a ramen.
And Joel's pretending that he likes kimchi.
I'm not. I ordered a side of kimchi because I love kimchi. But Keegan doesn't like it. Polished off the fermented cabbage. We've got some salted edamame. And then I've got a pad thai coming, but I ordered mine a little bit late because they ran out of, I wanted a salad, but they ran out of salad apparently. Good morning, my friends. We are awake and I've just made myself a coffee. It was a very odd coffee and you had to put it in that and it filtered it through, dripped it through. But I'm gonna try it and see if it tastes as good as, I mean, that was a lot of effort, so let's taste it. Flavourless. Oh dear, never mind. I am a coffee snob. Maybe I should have brewed it longer. Anyway, I slept okay in the end. I woke up after about 3 hours at like 2 o'clock in the morning, boiling hot. I went and showered my feet, went back to bed, fell asleep for 20 minutes, woke up hot again. So I moved the fan, as you can see behind me, from Keegan's side because I saw that Keegan was under the covers and I was sprawled on top of them. So I moved it my side and it made all the difference. So yeah, I've had a good sleep since 2 o'clock. I've had a good sleep. But Keegan's been awake. It's gone 7:30 now. It's probably near at 8 o'clock now. We're going to head to the gym in a minute. Keegan's been up since 6:30. He's gone to a coffee shop to do some work. That boy has so much work to get on with. He wanted to do all the work, as he said, on the train, but the Wi-Fi wasn't working, so never mind. But yeah, today is going to be very fun, I'm sure. This is when I'm like, this is the best job in the world, because I believe today we're doing a whiskey tasting tour and then we're having lunch on a rooftop and it's just being filmed. They're just filming us doing that and then we've got to do a voiceover for them as well. It's basically going to be like a vlog to encourage people to come and do that, to do exactly that. So what an amazing job. So I'm very, very grateful. Got to get my whiskey tasting on. Right, we've come to the gym. It's nice and quiet, and all I need is one of these for the entire workout. Right, day of work done. It's 4:30, and we are done. We've wrapped early. That was, I'll be honest, guys, the easiest job ever. What a fun day. I feel so lucky that A, we have even had a job like that, but B, that we get to work together. How fun. But yeah, the whole team was really, really nice. And
They liked us, so we might get some more work.
and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
No, there
always
was
be closing.
they were very, very nice and friendly girls, so we got along with all of them. So it was actually such a fun day. And we've had a lot of whiskey.
really enjoyed the whiskey.
Yeah, I'm actually a whiskey convert now. We've even got a bottle to take home,
Yeah.
which is very nice.
That you can only get in that shop.
And it says Joel on it because I wrote on the label.
Bottled by Joe.
Bottled by Joel. Anyway, we're going to head to a coffee shop now because our train's not until 7 o'clock. Get some work done. And then time to go home and see the dogs, back to normality. Then on Wednesday night, we went to the launch of Leeds Pride, which was on a Wednesday evening with Harry and Johan. I bumped into one of my viewers, which was really nice. I love it when I bump into you guys. But yeah, we had some cocktails, some canapes, just had a really nice time. It was Harry and Johan's first proper time in Leeds, so we showed them the sights. We took them to a place called Viaduct afterwards, which is a really nice cabaret drag bar, but no one was there, so it was just me on the dance floor. Good morning, everyone. Sadly, today is one of those days where everything is going wrong. It's Friday morning. We've got a busy house. The cleaner's here. We've got a piano tuner, if you can hear tinkling in the background, and then we've got a boiler man or woman, I think it's a man, coming over to look at our boiler because our boiler broke this morning. So we've had no hot water, so I'm currently not showered, and you can tell by my greasy hair. I feel so gross. I really need to have a shower, but what can you do? I just feel very stressed this morning. I've just been on my laptop here because I'm trying to stay out of the way of the piano tuner and the cleaner. Just been redoing a brand deal I needed to make some changes to. Basically, Keegan and, so Keegan's employees and Happy Healthy Home employee Harry and Johan, they're a couple. And yeah, they work for Keegan and Harry works for the podcast as well. But they are in Manchester today doing some after photo shoots, you know, like befores and afters. Some of their clients who've got in really good shape, they're doing a photo shoot. So they're off doing that. So I'm here, head of the household, and I don't want to be here, guys. I had like a day off kind of planned in my head. Well, not a day off, but I was like, I'm going to have the house to myself. I can record reels, which I need to be doing, which I like to have an empty house for that. I need to edit a YouTube video. I'm going to talk to my mum. I'm going to have no time. No, from the get-go, it's just been all guns blazing. Obviously, on top of the hot water not working, can't do dishwasher, so the kitchen's piled up with mess. Can't do the washing machine, so we've got piles of laundry. The house just is not the place to be right now, and sadly I can't leave because I need to be here for the piano tuner and then the boiler man. Anyway, first world problems, but yeah, I never really share things like this, the boring stuff. I usually share all the fun stuff, so I'm like, actually, let me just insert this into the vlog. It's been, like I've been reiterating so many times, it's been such a busy few months, but yesterday wasn't very busy for me. I was able to have a bit of a day off, and today was supposed to be like half day off, but half getting work done. Like, editing isn't a day off, but in my mind it is a day off, because if I'm not appearing on camera, it's a day off. And if I'm just sat on my laptop editing, I love it. So it's not a problem, but I forget that that isn't time off. I've said it to people before, like, oh, I'm not even working, I'm just editing. They're like, Joel, that is your work, so have you had any time off? But I am very excited that this cruise we're going on. I did mention it in another vlog that I wasn't sure if I was going to vlog it because I've vlogged Virgin Voyages a lot, and lots of you very kindly were like, no, we'd still watch, we'd be interested. But I've decided I am going to take a full 10 days off starting next Thursday for a bit before the cruise and the entirety of the cruise, because the cruise is only 7 days. But I'm so excited. Part of me does feel guilty because with my job, I have the opportunity to make things work. So for example, I've paid for this cruise and I'm like, oh, but I could earn the money back by, vlogging. But I'm like, no, I'm going to take the hit and I'm going to not vlog, which I'm actually really excited about, to have full 10 days off. Also, not to be that annoying person, but something very exciting, an opportunity has sort of arisen, and I need to be at my full creativity You know, I need to be using my brain. And at the minute, because everything's so busy and stressful, I'm like, oh, I can't think straight. I don't have any of these creative ideas. So I'm going to use this time on the cruise to really get my head in gear, do some planning, and yeah, hit the ground running when I return home. Right, so Keegan said apparently dishwashers and washing machines work with cold water. The machine heats up the water, it doesn't require hot water, so I've put them both on. Anyway, just replying to some emails. I'm devastated, guys. I just got an invite last night to the world premiere of Wednesday on Netflix, of season 2 of Wednesday, to walk the red carpet, everything. And I'm on the cruise, so I can't go. I'm so sad. Oh my gosh. But first world problems. Can't go to a red carpet event because I'm on a cruise. But no, I love that show. And to be able to do the red carpet as well. What is my life becoming, guys? It's, my manager was saying today, she was like, there's so many cool things coming in for you at the minute. And I was like, why? Why is this happening? But yeah, I'm very grateful for it. Just wish I could attend. You okay, Ava? Yeah? You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Well, it's my last full day of work before we leave for holiday. And it's 7:30 and I'm at the kitchen table, starting with my work. I need to get done. It's also that stage in the house where we're using things up. So like we've got no milk, which is fine. I never used to drink anything but black coffee. But since being with Keegan, I always have white coffee now. So now I'm like, oh, there's not even any milk. But it's okay. I'm not going to get too upset about it. Anyway, I've made a massive to-do list today. And this is what I do when I'm busy. I don't just have the to-do list, but I break it down hour by hour, you know, half an hour by half an hour, literally put times in. But I was due to start work at 8 o'clock and it's 7:30, so I'm feeling very smug. I'm already ahead of myself. Right guys, I'm sorry I've not vlogged today. It's 6:15. I've just got back from a dog walk. The dogs are eating. It's raining outside, which is why I look a little bit wet. Keegan's taking the kids to cricket practice. Well, it's actually just Fletcher going to cricket practice. But Taylor's gone to watch. She passed a theory test today for driving theory, so that's great. But anyway, it's just been rammed. Haven't stopped. Also got my hair cut. Lovely, ready for holiday. But yeah, I still have some work to do. I need to edit one more YouTube video and do the thumbnails and titles for both of them and get them scheduled. That's this coming Sunday when I get on the cruise, and the following Sunday when I get off the cruise. So that's that sorted. All of Happy Healthy Homo, today's episode, I scheduled last night, plus next week's episode and all the little clips that go out. So that's all scheduled. I've uploaded a Patreon video. But anyway, I have 7 reels done, but I need 11. So I've still got that to do. And I still have a brand deal to film, which I'm going to film tomorrow morning. So I want to get as much work done as possible tonight to make it easy on me tomorrow. Go on, Ken, go for a wee. Well, you have just been for a walk, but you have eaten as well. I had a panic today. HMRC sent me a letter to be like, your corporation tax is due in like 8-9 days. And I've been on at my accountant. I have a new accountant. I've been with them for nearly a year, but this is the first time they've done my corporation accounts, whatever, corporate tax. And they've been great in every other way, but yeah, they've been so slow with this. And my last accountant would get them done like months ago. And I've been pestering them and being really patient. And then today, they told me they'd get it to me early this week. Well, it's Wednesday, so that's midweek. So I activated Karen Joel and was like, this is unacceptable. I am not happy. This should have been done months ago. I want this by the end of today because I go on holiday. And then they called me and I was like, oh, old Joel would just ignore the call, because it's one thing being confrontational via email, it's another doing it in person. Then I was like, no, I am gonna, because I'm right. And they were very apologetic and they had all these reasons for why it was late. But they promised me it would be with me later today, and I got it in my inbox. So I've gone through it, and they have Ava, muddy paw prints. Oh, Ava, out, go out. I don't know where that mud's come from. So there's no mud in the garden. Oh my gosh, this is the last thing I need. Anyway, I'm just finishing up editing this vlog here, so I'll wrap it up here. I know this has been a bit of a mishmash vlog, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it somewhat. If you'd like to become a channel member, please click join next to subscribe. I post videos there every single month. Members only, ad-free content. And you can leave at any time. You're not locked in, so why not give it a go? There's plenty of videos for you to go and watch as well already. But yeah, thank you guys. I'm off on holiday. Bye.